Y'all not smart. Y'all just liars who get lucky
You're
from time
liars.
to time. Relax. Don't give yourself so much credit. Liars who get lucky every now and again.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Thank you for having me on. It's always a pleasure to talk to you, and I'm sure I'll see you at one of these events again
all
soon.
time. We got Mark with the Mindful Reality podcast, who I've been a guest on, and it was a blast.
Thank you for having me, honestly, and I cannot wait to do it again. We're going to do this again in the future. I just know it. I just know it.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is over. It is over. Let me check this comment section really quick. All right. Hello, Edward. Hi, Ma. Well, I was surprised by both turnout, but still major congratulations to Jag. Hi, Willa. Hello, SJ. Hello, YTC. Hello, Lisa. Congrats on day 100 and what a season. Thank you. We made it through the finale. We made it through the finale indeed. Hello, Mark and community. Hello, Lin. Oh, I can't believe that. Wow, it's been a month. My first 1 month member on this channel. Shout out to you, Edward. Hello. As I was picking out my attire for this evening, I decided to wear, all black, because I'm ready to get rid of this season. Throw it in the Big Brother vault. I'm not going to be talking about it for much longer. Hello, Charmed Life. Appreciate that, Edward. Thank you, Lisa. Hello, Chanel. Hello, Tasha. Hello, One Foot. Hi, Mickey. Hi, Prince. Hi, Cinnamon. Gail, we got a lot of people in the building tonight. We've got a lot of people in the building tonight. All right, so let me get into this. Let me get into this finale night. So we start off with the finale night. They're showing us the competition, the part 1 of the competition. I'm already rolling my eyes. Bowie Jane falls off first. No surprise there. After Bowie Jane falls off, Matt and Jag are left. Jag's like saying in his diary room entry, I can't hold on much longer. Let me try to strike up this deal with Matt. They actually, on part 1 of a final competition, did rock, paper, scissors to determine who was going to fall off first. Jag suggested it. Matt went with it. Matt should lose just off of that alone. I'm holding on for dear life. I don't care if it's my friend, my brother, my mother, my sister, my child. Well, maybe if it was my child, I don't know. If we were, I don't know. I still would probably hold on. They played rock, paper, scissors to determine who won part one. Part two of the competition. Jag beats Bowie Jane in part two of the competition by almost half an hour. All right, the comments are hopping today, so I got to get into the comments before I get too far behind. Yep, I just buried it. I even was going to make a little speech, but I was like, let me not be insensitive and be misconstrued. The suit serves enough of a purpose of its own. You get the message. I had planned to wear a suit anyways. I had planned to do something totally different in the pregame and all of that, but it was because of the pain from my tooth extraction that I didn't do what I was going to do. But at this point, it is what it is. Hi, Mark. Happy 100 days. You did it. I did it for this guy right here. Thank you, Lewis. I would like to say, everyone, you guys are like a BB YouTube family to me and Mark. I can't wait to see how the future holds for you. Appreciate that so much, Edward. Glad Jag won. Love that he got to represent his culture and people. Okay. Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors. Hi, my name is Ma. I feel the same way about this community also, by the way. I feel the same way about the community. It's like a family to me also. Yes, the Sari and Jared reveal was pretty cool. The way they did it was pretty cool. I liked that. And everybody on the stage that didn't know was shocked. Okay, so this is why I didn't really want to read all the comments first. So part two, Jag wins part two. So it's Matt and Jag in the final competition. They end up in a tie. Surprise, surprise. Another guessing thing ending in a tie. Well, they seem to know all their answers up until that last one, which they both guessed B. Then they ended up in another tie, and they had to guess the number of seconds the closest without going over. I think Jag said 163, and I think Matt said 140 or something like that. The answer is 170. Jag wins the final part. Jag makes this really wonderful speech when he has to pick who he's going to take with him into his final two. He basically tells Bowie, I wish I could take you, but I'm doing the right thing for my family, for myself, you know, what I think is the most honorable thing to do, basically, because suddenly honor mattered to him at the end. And then he was like, if I lose to Matt 6-1, I hope that you'll be that one vote. So at that point, I'm like, Jag winning the final HOH was really important. But I was still thinking maybe Matt has something to say at the end that could sway some votes. When Matt was asked what were his own moves and was he just following Jag around, what were some of his own moves? He says that there was no leader. He said that they were basically co-leaders. Nobody was following the other. I made my moves. He made his moves. I played my game. He played his game. Jag says there was definitely a leader, and it was me. From the time Matt brought me back into this house, I have been leading the charge. I have been in charge and in control of all the moves. And I'm not even mad at him for saying that, because that's what you're supposed to say. I wondered to myself if Matt has ever watched a Final Two speech, or this isn't the speech, but like watched the jury questions and answers is what I'm trying to say. I'm wondering if he has watched that before, seriously, because his answers were terrible. I wouldn't want to vote for him based on the answers that he gave. There was a moment in Jag's final speech where if I closed my eyes, I could have sworn I was listening to Paul. He said, he is the most dominant, masterful, and strategic player in the game, that nobody is sitting where they are sitting by accident. He signed all their eviction notes. What an arrogant speech that he gave. But at the same time, it was just like when he did those competitions. He was going against people who either were not trying to win or against people who couldn't win. So it was pretty similar to that. Not saying that Matt was not trying to win, but what Matt said was not winning words. It was not winning questions, winning answers to those questions. I got to see where I left off. And then to top all this off, Cam wins America's favorite player. Come on now. Jury segment. The jury segment. You could tell in the jury segment that people were shifting towards Jag. You could tell by what they said when they turned the keys that most of them were voting Jag. Jag wins. Congrats to Jag. Hallelujah. It's over. It's finally over. Did we enjoy the ride? I enjoyed parts of the ride. Can't believe Mama Fee wasn't one of the 3 AFP. Hold on. I have an answer to that question.
What sense does that make? The math is not mathing.
That is my answer to your question. Casuals, definitely. Cameron won. Yes, he was. I loved when Mimi said that her biggest surprise was to find out that Cameron was considered the hero when she saw him as a villain. Okay. You know what? I went back up. But I missed those. I missed some of those. So rock, paper, effing scissors. That was wild. Okay, how far behind am I? Ooh, very far. I'm so glad the season is over. Matt should have won. Saria Matt should have won AFP. Just stole the season out. We're throwing it out. This is us throwing it out. Congratulations on 100 day. I pray your mouth feels better. BB. It doesn't, but thank you. I hope it feels better soon. By the way, hi, Mark and MRT family. Hi, Rory. Wonder if Blue and Jared are going to keep in touch. Well, he hugged her. He said, I miss you so much. He was attached to her. I go up against my kid. No deals here, kiddo. Work. Rock, paper, scissors for 750K. That was one of the most annoying parts of the episode for me. I think this is the second time ever that the game is won by a speech. I know, right? ID, who won? Jag. Jag won. Right, like who does that? He needed to own his moves to get Corey America blue, in my opinion. Congrats, Mark. Thank you. I think Matt lost the game with his speech. I agree. Jag was always going to win, but I'm not going to say I told you also. Congratulations on 100 days. Oh, this is the same comment as before. Cheers for Daddy Agboka. Haven't been here in a while. Hi, Mark and chat. Hi, Kalia. Rock, paper, scissors messed me up. How do you get to the end and play rock, paper? It's crazy. It's crazy how much of a hold Jag had over Matt. Because there's no way Jag was beating Matt in that competition. So basically, that was like shot in the dark for those who watch Survivor. That was like shot in the dark for Jag. He's like, I don't stand a chance of actually beating him in this. So therefore, let's do rock, paper, scissors, and then maybe I can at least have a chance for him to just let go. Appreciate that, Ma. I knew when Matt had messed up on his questions, he was going to lose. And he was a little nervous. I'm not trying to, shame him or anything like that. He was clearly pretty nervous. And I don't even think that he was expecting to get far enough to make that final two speech, quite honestly. I have something petty to say why Matt's answers/speech were bad, but I'm practicing self-control. I'm kind of interested in the reindeer games. I heard the reindeer games are shorter, more to the point, and they'll have some people that we know. And I'm wondering who from this season will get asked. Knowing my luck, the person that they'll ask will be either, well, I wouldn't mind Corey by himself, but knowing my luck, they'll ask Cameron or something. The math did math today. I think the reason why they guessed B was because they worded the question in a way that would make them think total times she was on the block. I forgot to be a gentleman and say hi to you. Thankfully, nobody diddy bopping tonight. Well, one more time for the road.
Okay. Well, guess what? If I win, somebody ain't diddy bopping.
Right. Okay.
I can tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
If I win, one of them won't be diddy bopping.
Mm-hmm.
Last year's finale, I'm just thinking about finale night last year and how different the vibes were for me and for all of you that were here for that. Oh, man. I went on the Winner Circle podcast. I streamed it. They were showing Taylor. They had the interview with Taylor. We were watching all the interviews. I was all up in Twitter Spaces. Man, I'm just here for y'all. That's it. That is it. I'm not here for anything else at this point. And I'm way behind on these comments. I'm sorry. I thought Jags, it was very on the arrogant side, extremely. I'm skipping reindeer games. It's all comp based, so they're trying to prove a point, I think. Heisem for reindeer games. I wouldn't mind that. I agree. Jag watched enough in that. I know. See, this is my thing. His speech was not the best thing I ever heard, but he gave standard Big Brother answers that you're supposed to give. Matt's answers were some of the worst that I've ever heard. 1,000% a recruit. He was not prepared for that at all. Yeah, we learned something huge. Oh, that was funny, by the way, when she said two people are related. And she asked Matt who he thinks it is, and Matt was like, Corey in America. And she was like, why would you say Corey in America? And he's like, I don't know. I didn't think that one through. Oh, that was funny. Probably would. Yes, Jag won. I think Josh Duhamel thing proved Matt has never seen BB before. Because Jag, when they were doing part 1 of the final competition, suggested to Matt, we shouldn't stay on here all day, bro. Let's save our energy and do rock, paper, scissors. Loser jumps off. Matt will probably be on Reindeer Games too. I hope not. Cam is so overrated. I can't stand him. I agree. Jag told it like it was all true, but still didn't want him to win. Jag reminds me of Paul 1,000%. When he got to the part of the speech where he said he's dominant, he's the most dominant, masterful, and strategic player in the game, and he said it with his chest, I was like, I feel like I'm listening to Paul. Hi, Trisha. I love Jag. I've been rooting for him since day one. Well-deserved win, and whilst breaking BB records as well. First stick to play and get the win. People be hating him, though. Not here. My channel is not a channel of hate, so I don't own that. I'm about to have a slice of crumble pie for Jag. The Cam thing is odd. That's why it'll be him. Production loved him for some reason. Julie said someone there would be on the show next season. I didn't really care. Didn't like any of them. Yeah, it wasn't even like a season where I was strongly rooting for someone at this stage. Van Hoot. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I said already. It's Big Brother. There was 750K on the line. He didn't really throw down on his answers, though. They were just standard Big Brother answers. He added a little bit of spice to it, but it wasn't like the greatest speech I ever heard. Y'all made the ride better, that's for sure. Yes. I didn't like his speeches. A bit showed off and aggressive. I love when Mama Fee said, that's why he picked you over me. Yeah, that's about the reaction I expected her to have. I agree. What Jag needed to do if he didn't own his moves, I think Matt would have won. True. He did what he had to do. His daughter's video was adorable. At first, I was really feeling a winter season, but turns out they're doing a Christmas BB All-Stars game. As a fan of Cam since Heisem got evicted, I was kind of happy to see him win America's Favorite. Being he was out the house so long, I wanted Felicia to win BB America's Favorite. I see. Delete the season. Was Cameron? What Cameron? Yeah, he won. Sari, Matt, and Cam were top 3, and Cam won. Was the alumni segment filmed earlier in the day? I wonder. And you know what I just realized? Derek said on the winner's circle early in the year that he and Cody were going to be on an episode of this season, and they were never on an episode. False advertising. He got the hero edit. The casuals and production love their problematic guy of a certain background. You definitely helped me smile over these past 100 days. They got to cast better. I felt for Sari because she was a little pissed. She's like, I got to talk to him after the show. And Blue lied about it too. Blue was telling her, oh, I found out on my own. No, he told her. That girl Riley pulled out a Q-tip in her speech to Matt. She's like, I'm securing that. Matt was so confident in rock, paper, scissors. Kitty, kitty, purr, purr. Want to talk about winning or losing by another speech? Angelina's wedding on Jersey Shore. I remember that. Y'all keep saying Matt saved Jag, but Jag kept Matt in the loop of a lot of things Matt couldn't hear. So did Sari. Appreciate that, Cass. It was like Cam in America in the pressure cooker. Your suit is officially the best part of BB25. Hello, my love. Amen to that, Cass. It's only 6 episodes. Well, I like to say you kept us going all season and worked hard to push through this season. I sure did. It was not easy. I appreciate you going out of your way to get something positive, even though the results were the same. I can see Matt on the reindeer games. I'll probably watch. If Jag wins, we aren't Diddy bopping. I love those women. I met Dina, by the way. Dina probably wouldn't even remember seeing me. She was plastered at that point in time. My America's favorite player vote went to Fee. Flaws and all, I really love the energy she brings. Yeah, I think that Fee is going to be popular outside of the show. It was a fun season. Yeah, last year's season was a fun season. After the first maybe 4 weeks or something, everything after that was pretty fun. Fee in her glasses and last made the episode. Loved her comment about FBJ's age. She said, I'm 63 and I know what 35 looks like. Yeah, the challenge is getting good. Next week is when they're bringing in the vets. But they had 2 episodes this week. Riley left a heart made of Q-tips for Matt when she was evicted. I'm looking forward to the BB break. I don't want to think about this show after tonight until I begrudgingly come back for BB 26. Which reminds me, I'm not burnt out from doing lives. Seriously, I could continue to do lives for 100 more days, honestly. I thought I would be more burnt out, especially with the type of season that this was. But I feel like when you're meant to do something, it does not exhaust you in the same way as things that you are forcing yourself to do. And not one day have I felt like I'm forcing myself to be here. Yes, there have been days where it's harder to come up with a topic, but I always enjoy coming on here. I say all that to say, I am not doing a live video on Friday, and I'm not doing a live video on Saturday. Why? Because I have done 100 days in a row. So that's going to be a self-imposed mental health break. But I'm not done with the channel. When I come back on Sunday, I'm going to recap House of Villains. I'm probably going to recap Survivor. I'm going to start diving into Big Brother Canada. Those are the 3 things that I'm going to be working on with this channel. And then I'm going to be transferring, or not transferring, but I'm going to be doing more work on my music and mental health channel and putting content on there. But I'm forcing myself. You know how companies force certain days to be off? Usually in the health field, like you have to be off a certain amount of days. I thought I would get to 100 and be like, oh, I can't do anymore. This is so hard. But It's mandatory for myself that I'm giving myself a couple days. Not that the page is not going to have anything on it, just that I'm not going to be going on live. That's a different thing. I still can't believe Riley pulled the Q-tip out of her bra. There are jokes we shouldn't share. Matt didn't like Corey in America. Definitely not. To me, it seemed like Matt didn't want to outshine. He didn't. That's a good observation. Incestuous relationship. Matt appeared like a man that just got caught on the spot cheating. I know, like he looked like he didn't feel like he deserved to be there. I bet you Jag wrote his speech for him. Say this, bro. You're gonna win for sure if you say this. He's mad that America didn't flirt with him. I don't hate Jag. That's it. That's it. He spent too much time focused on them, hence the weird family response. I agree. I still can't believe Jag won. I would have lost money, I bet. Hate is ugly, but I didn't like him or the other two. Yeah, this is the thing. I'll always say this on my channel. You can say this on anyone else's channel because it's probably true. But on my channel, even the people that I make jokes about, or I say I hate this move that they made, I don't hate them because of that. It's just that I just didn't like the way you played the game. I don't know him enough to hate him. At least the money can go to Stevie Ray. No Derek and no Cody. They lied to us. I want my money back. I want my money back from them. So I am only here to put my thoughts on the season as I have watched every 100 days. I wasn't here on 100 days, though. I've only been here for about 2 months. Whether you were here for 1 day or whether you were here for 100 days, I appreciate each day because I'm here because you're here. If I got on here and nobody was on here, I'd be done long time ago. Jag had the easiest road to victory. I know I said Matt was going to win this season, but looking back, I agree with that. You joined the party when it mattered most. New rules for the winter season. I believe they're going to limit the amount of times a person can win comps. Okay, there were times that when Jag didn't win HOH or POV comp, that she should have gone up on the block and gotten evicted and got sent to the jury house. He was, to me, a huge threat by winning every comp. And yet they kept protecting him. So it's their fault. Of course, they would give him the win. I mean, they gave him the win anyways. Blue figured it out on her own after Jared told her his mom was in the house. And then they both spent a lot of time around reality TV, a true Sherlock. With all that said, I have Jag winning Big Brother with a 7-0 vote. What did he win? 5-2? I regret not giving Felicia an AFP vote because I really loved her. Did you enjoy your Walmart delivery from Felicia? They called out Bowie apparently. Cam knew she was a lawyer. Hope she don't get Taylor locked up. I didn't like the season, but I thought the finale was fun. Some parts of it were fun. But let's talk about the fact that most of the pre-jury didn't get to say anything. They only asked a couple of pre-jurors anything. And this is pre-planned. So it's not because they ran out of time. It's not because of anything like that. It's just because they chose not to let several of them speak. That's it. And that's all. It was a fun finale despite the outcomes. It wasn't bad. Loved early mid feeds, maybe 2-3 episodes. We all need a mental health break. I have not watched Survivor yet. I'm going to head to your music and mental health channel next. Thank you, Holly, because honestly, I'm going to be doing a lot of content there. For those of you who follow my content on that page, thank you for your patience, because I clearly could not invest this much time on Big Brother and invest a bunch of time on that page. So that page was basically parked for the better part of the last 100 days. But now I'm going to get back to that content because I'll have a lot more time. Mark, take a break. You deserve it, man. Ever since I found your channel, I love how you bring Big Brother and all the shows from a mental health perspective. Thank you. By the way, I can't wait to start talking about the challenge. I cannot wait to start talking about the challenge. There's a lot of drama going on with these challengers. Olivia, Raven, Nerese. Who was the other one? Big T's involved in a few things with Corey Lay. Yeah, there's a lot to dive into there. Hey, Mark, we're at the end of the season. Thank you for your consistency. Your dad is proud. This is my second season. This is my first full season. And obviously, as you know, it's my first season covering it without my dad. He was there for the 1 of 1 that I did. So sometimes honestly, that has nothing to do with the show, but that might have been the hardest part of it at times. Because I told y'all that my routine last year at this time, well, not at this time as in this month, but at this point of time of the BB24 season, my routine was to leave my house after work, go see him, and I would tell him I'm coming back home and I'm going to do this Big Brother live. And once I saw him and knew that he was good or he was okay, I would feel better coming over here and doing this. So there's no hate on this channel. When we start on your, you know what? That's a good idea. When I do those, probably since a lot of people like 10 a.m. videos, I might do my mental health messages in that 10 a.m. slot on the other channel. Matter of fact, I forget things often, so I'm actually going to make note of that real quick, that I'm going to start reserving that 10 a.m. slot for my mental health messages. All right. I'm sorry that I'm way behind on these comments again. Jag was also the best dress of the F3. In your opinion? Oh, of the F3. Okay. Definitely. Never mind. I thought you meant overall, because I was about to say Bowie really didn't seem to know where she was or care. This is how I feel. Can't hate somebody I don't know. I can hate behaviors. That's what I can hate. I can hate behaviors that people display on the show. That's what I can hate. But in terms of hating the person, no. Yeah, that's fair. 3 out of 5. Thank you for the super chat. I think 3 out of 5 is fair. I did join when it mattered most. Right. Pre-jury was 8 out of 10. The rest was 4.5. I know. So then we averaged out to like 6-ish. 3 out of 5 feeds, 1 out of 5 episodes. They just weren't accurate. And I still say justice for Izzy. 2.5 season. So I think that's a 6.25 on average. Thank you so much, Lisa. To 100 days of lives for your blood, sweat, and all of our tears. Thanks, Mark. I so appreciate that. You're here for my second season, and you were here for my first season. ignoring Kirsten on her birthday was a choice. They definitely ignored her. Her birthday is actually tomorrow, even though she's been telling people it's today. Canadian money. I know, right? Shout out to you for the donation, Lisa, but at the same time, once I convert that money, it's going to be worth 10 cents. So I can't really use it. That's why whenever I receive Canadian money from my Canadian family, I used to convert it. Now I just hold on to it because it's going to be worth more to me just saving it until when I actually go to Canada. Hurry up and watch so we can discuss it. Canada representing pennies. Yeah, they got rid of pennies. We did have pennies. They got rid of them. They round up now. We don't have time for pennies in Canada. Straight to business. Jag won the final competition. He took Matt instead of Bowie, and then he beat Matt 5-2. We have all the other coins that y'all have. Janet, where's Patty? We only have 2/3 of the alliance. I forgot when they asked Mimi, but she made a comment to Cameron. They asked her, what's the most surprising thing? The thing that she's been most surprised about since being out of the house. And she said that she was surprised that Cameron is regarded as a hero when she saw him as a villain. Me and my dad watched Big Brother 2. I lost him in 21. Been hard watching BB since I have no one to talk to BB about. I'm sorry to hear that, Aaron. My dad actually wasn't a Big Brother fan. My mom is a Big Brother fan. My dad wasn't a Big Brother fan, but he was just a fan of me. And he was a fan of my YouTube page. And yeah, I understand that. That loss is tough, especially when you associate something that you do with somebody. That's like what music has been for me, because every week I would take my instruments over to the nursing home in his last days and play and sing for him and play my instruments. And I kind of put those things down because I always think about him whenever I pick them up. I miss lives already. These lives this season, I fell asleep during so many of them, especially when Jag was talking. Jag has a future career doing bedtime stories. I should ask who won the third part of the competition. Yeah, my answer is still Jag. I heard that Kirsten was going to try and blow things up about some things that were said to her in the house. CBS got wind of it and would not let her say anything. I think Red also neither spoke. I miss Patty. Thank God for your reviews. I was so frustrated with BB25 that I only watched you. After 24 years, this year broke me. Thank you, Lin Lin. And that's coming from a super fan. I was wanting Cameron to say something about the fugitives or 6 shooters. It's Kirsten's birthday somewhere. I feel bad that she didn't get to speak, but soon she will have a chance to speak on her own, and maybe I can work something out where she speaks on my channel. I'm hoping you get yourself a snack on your day off of YouTube tomorrow, maybe a bag of chips or energy. The funny thing is, I'll probably be sitting in my bed and being like, oh man, I should go live, but I said that I wasn't going to, because that's what happened to me last year or beginning of this year when I came back from my family leave. And I was like, I'm going to take a week off every day of that week, I felt like I wanted to go live anyways. So I should probably find something to do. I miss Patty. I haven't seen her in eons. Exactly. I can't take any more. Yeah, I don't have the energy to make anyone guess. I heard people in Europe are getting paid $2,000 a month. Ooh, I would never do that. Okay, thanks for hopping on, Edward. Don't tell anyone and don't write it with soap on the shower floor or anything. Then I'll play. My condolences to you and your family. Appreciate that. It has been, what day are we? November 9. It has been a little less than 7 months since I lost him. Things have never been the same. Things are never going to be the same, but he's a big part of the reason that I keep pushing. I hope Cameron is picked for the reindeer games. I wouldn't mind that, honestly. I couldn't get over the loyalty Jag had for Matt, but I respect how he probably thinks he will regret taking Bowie, and I can see why he would feel some ways. Janet, you have to guess. Stream the interview live. Jag absolutely wants a connection with Matt outside the house, and he probably wouldn't feel right if he would have took Bowie. I see, out of anything that Jag has done, that is the two choices that he made. The choice to keep Matt and the choice to pick Matt to come with him the final two. I think those were two genuine things. And actually, I think it's a possibility that Jag could have lost sitting next to Bowie and Felicia if he had taken Matt out of the game. I think his loyalty to Matt actually did the opposite of what he said that it was going to do. It was J.A. I can't tell you. Janet Ma will come after me. Please help. I keep thinking of the video of America and Jag dancing. Holly, don't even get me started on here. That boy BB chat in here tonight. Only BB chat, I meant. Ma and Lisa, I'm not in the mood for games. Janet, you have hated everything about this season. Every time, the first time on my music and mental health page, when Janet was on my music and mental health page and I was covering last season, she would be like, have a great morning with all these sunflowers. I hope you have a wonderful day. Positivity and love, flowers and hearts and all this stuff. This season, every time I saw a Janet comment, it was like, Jared needs to go. Serene needs to go. Cameron needs to go. This person needs to go. That person needs to go. All three of the final three people need to go. Janet, take care of yourself after this season, please. Bring back the Janet we know and love for season 26. Bowie 1 Part 3. Yes, you are. What are your thoughts on the jury roundtable? The jury roundtable was actually quite interesting, but it was also pretty revealing because, like I said, I knew that they were shifting towards Jag when I heard the way that they were answering the questions. But it was interesting. I wish it was a little longer. Janet is spreading negativity. I wish that, oh man, this season was so average for me. So average. I've give Janet a pass. I think we all lost 20% of our patience and 10% of our brain cells. For sure. 20% of our patience and 10% of our brain cells for sure. I never had any brain cells to begin with. All right, y'all. This is just crazy to me because I'm thinking of the fact that last year I turned this on maybe 7:30 p.m. and I stayed on this live until 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. That's not happening tonight. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna say 10 minutes. I'm gonna say 20 minutes. I have 20 more minutes that I'm gonna be on here, and then I'm out. Matter of fact, all right. Even Lisa's daughter hated the season because she shut her computer off. And here Lisa all thought that was an accident. First in AFP. For real. A lot of the good casts got evicted. I'm thinking about this traders thing that we were talking about the other day on the page. I think that would be cool. Who's missing from here? We got to get on Chocolate for being missing from this chat. Who else? Patty needs to be here. The Ed connection, the Tammy connection. Well, we got one of the Tammys. All of Wisconsin done left me. All these people from Wisconsin, all the people from Ohio, y'all abandoned me. Lisa, start your timer now. Circle, start a 20-minute timer. I love the circle. And I love the people I've met from the circle. They're awesome. What a terrible season to follow the last one. We have to go into the next one with low expectations. I can never have this high of expectations again. I would rather be surprised than disappointed. So you are absolutely right. I hope BB, yeah, I would say temper your expectations for that. Definitely. Other Cameron. Oh, yeah, the other Cameron. Yeah, we lost the other Cameron. Rory made a cameo. Antlers crossed, Gail. Help, my antlers are stuck. Sari looked beautiful in her yellow dress. Agreed. I mean, even if it's not worth your time, it's only 6 episodes. That's what I'm saying. It's not 100 days. So we all right. I know Riley is regretting that Oscar-worthy acting she's been doing. There's so much I want to say, but I'm like, I want to protect my peace this year. I want to protect my peace this year. And I know certain people and pairs really stir up the emotions of the Big Brother community. So I'm going to do my charm life and leave that one alone. I'm here, the other Cameron. I just changed my name. Oh, is that who that is? I didn't even know that all this time. Yo, you've been fooling us under an alias. You even started beef with Lisa for no reason. Sari looks so darn fine for 53. Hey there, how you doing? Wait, you're Cameron Barr. The secret is out. Yeah, Prince Prince started a beef with Lisa on my Discord. I think the Circle competition has already finished filming. I think Circle season 6 is already completed, but they're not going to end until February, I think. February, March, I've heard. Which sucks because I had a really cool thing planned for the Circle season 6, which is when the first 4 episodes came out. I had this thing planned with Sam from season 5 to actually do this cool watch party type thing, virtual watch party type of thing, where not just a watch party of just watching it, but react. And she has agreed to do that if she has the time when it comes out, but things that are so far in advance, because I've had people, she's somebody who, when she gives you her word, she gives you her word, but certain people that are kind of social media influencers and travel a bunch and do a whole bunch of things, they can't really say that when this comes out, I'm going to be able to do it. It's just like, I think it's a good idea and I'm willing to do it if there's nothing else on my plate for that. I thought you were a woman. I thought that Princess, I thought so too until you had that thing with Lisa. I feel like I am on the finale with all these secrets spilling out. No, you're a princess now. Deal with it. Not that I know of. Ma, Prince coming with the reveals. So tell us, Prince, why did you have to hide under an alias? What did you do online that banned the name Cameron Barr from being online to where you had to show up and talk to us on the low for like 2 weeks and not let us know who you really were? Top 10 anime plot twists. No, call me Prince or I'll keep bringing up Corey eating his boogers. Ma doesn't mind Corey eating his boogers. Ma doesn't like talking about Felicia's farts. Farting is a trigger for Ma. Oh no, the boogers were a trigger for Ma also. Never mind. Ma has multiple triggers. Ma has multiple triggers. Boo. Okay. This is the first time that I have said I have a certain amount of time and the comments didn't start jumping. So it's going to be soon. Ma will counter the boogers with a bathroom schedule. So I'm just going to leave it like this. This is my finale night speech. I started this journey covering Big Brother last August, 2022 in August, seemingly by accident. Put up a video of Taylor eating Lay's potato chips, and the views on that video surpassed anything that I had ever put on my channel. And the videos that I had put on my channel before that took a lot of work in editing and planning, but this random video of her eating chips has got me so many views to where I said maybe I should try to take advantage of doing this Big Brother content and see where it goes. I went back and I looked at those old videos. I looked at a couple of them and I saw how uncomfortable I was sitting in front of this camera. I was very uncomfortable sitting in front of the camera and speaking to an audience of people I can't see or hear. They're not visually in front of me. It made me nervous. I kept going with it. The audience kept building. And then I had a pretty big audience. I made this new channel this year, Start Fresh, from day one. I still have those videos from the first week of the season that were getting 20 views, 30 views. Kept going with it. Some of my old people found me. Some new people that weren't following me before found me. And I consider this, obviously I'm biased because it's my own page, but I consider this the best Big Brother community on the internet. You don't have to be the largest community to be the best community. The reason why I consider this the best Big Brother community on the internet is because we discuss these house guests all season. There's a few exceptions sometimes. Obviously, sometimes people are, there's a wide range of people and you can't control who's on here, who's not on here all the time. But more often than not, we can discuss these people without attacking their personal lives, without attacking their characters outside of the house, without hating them, without hate speech, without throwing in their race, their demographics, their sexual preferences, their gender in a derogatory way. We can have different opinions with each other without insulting each other, without degrading each other. It's just you have your opinion. I have my opinion. Others in the chat have their opinions. You don't find that generally in this Big Brother ecosystem. That's the word I was trying to think of. On this Big Brother ecosystem, you don't find that. I can speak openly on this channel. For the most part, there are some topics that I do stay off of on this channel, but for the most part, I can speak openly on this channel and you can tell me, Mark, I agree. Mark, I disagree. That's okay. Different opinions is what makes talking about these shows interesting. Because if I was like, this is what I think about this and that and this and that, and everyone was just like, I agree, then you got a cult. And I have seen pages that have cult followings where the people following the channel don't give opinions. They just say, I agree, unanimously. Just like how this season went. Unanimous agreement. And if someone doesn't agree, get them out of here, because if you're on my channel, you have to agree. I don't subscribe to that. And it's a slower build to gain people on your channel that way, because drama sells. Trust me, if I got on here, if I started tagging up one of the house guests, if I started tagging Jag or Cameron and saying nasty things about them and tagging their family, inboxing them, and then making posts about, hey, I just messaged Jag. This is what I said to him, blah, blah, blah. This is what he said to me, this is that. I would have a whole lot of people on the page, just like that. But I only do things that are consistent to my life and the things that I want in my life. I don't want negativity in my life. I don't want toxicity in my life. So I don't welcome those things. Even when I'm doing something like covering a show for entertainment, I still don't welcome those things into my life. In my last interview with John Brennan, he said to me, he was like, people like getting interviewed on your channel because they know that you're not going to make us look stupid or put us in a bad light just for the sake of getting some views on your channel. No. Because I'm not going to be that guy. I'm not going to be that channel. That's not how I would want somebody to do me if I jumped on somebody else's channel. If one of these days somebody said, Mark, I want to interview you on my channel, I would hate to go on that channel and then feel like, oh, you set me up here. No, I keep the questions respectful. The gossip clickbait channels can do what they do, and I'm going to do what I do. And that's the reason why I have the community that I have that actually helps keep and maintain my peace. Last season, I kind of assumed that I was forever going to get these trolls. But the trolls got bored because there was so few of them. I was barely even bothered this season, to be honest with you. I told all my mods, prepare for when my channel picks up more viewers and everything, and the trolls are going to pick up. They didn't. They did not pick up. I never even felt moderately anxious by anything that they said. I was just like, that's stupid. Block. And a part of that was them, and a part of that was me also, because I realized that if somebody can jump on here and say something stupid and then get me to talk to them for an hour about whatever they said, they won. It doesn't matter who won the discussion. It just matters that they got me to talk about it with them for an hour when it's not important. So those are my closing thoughts for this season. They say, if you build it, they will come. That's a phrase that keeps going through my head. If you build it, they will come. I truly cherish the space that he created, kept me sane, got me through some tough days thanks to this community. Mark is stuck with us forever. I appreciate each and every one of you. Just reminding you, this is day 100. Close the Big Brother book for 2023. Once again, the season is dedicated to my dad, who always taught me to finish the job. And I finished the job. I set out on day 1. And I said on day 1, I'm going to be on here live 100 days in a row. And when I said that at that time, I don't know what I was thinking. I think at some point along the line, I was like, 100 days is going to be a lot. Maybe I shouldn't have said 100 days because anything can happen in those 100 days. I was fortunate enough that within these 100 days, my family is good. For the most part, my health is good. Probably this freaking tooth that came out, you probably can't even see how swollen my face is, but this tooth that came out is probably the biggest detriment to these 100 days of anything. But aside from that, these have been a relatively pretty stress-free, event-free, emergency-free 100 days. And it's hard to have a stretch of time where nothing major happens to where you can't come on. So I'm thankful that I was able to do 100 days. I'm thankful that mentally I'm so strong that I never had to take a break. Out of the 100 days, there was maybe 5 days or so, if I'm excluding the pain that I feel right now. There's probably like 5 days or so that I felt anxious, but it wasn't because of this. It was because of outside of work stress. It is bittersweet, honestly. It is bittersweet because this has become a part of my routine. You can't do anything 100 days in a row and not have it just become immersed into your life. Like, it's just my routine. When am I going to go live? How long am I going to go live for? So that's why I said the days that I'm taking off tomorrow and Saturday are forced. Because I could keep going. But everybody needs a break. And also, I guess during that time while I'm not live, I can utilize some of that time to map out a little bit of my next moves for the page. Oh, I'm going to say one more thing too. Well, I've said one more things. I'm past the 20 minutes now. Or maybe just a little bit under the 20 minutes. Because I think it said 53 minutes when I said that, and it's 112. I said at the beginning of this season, which a few of you will remember, Lisa will remember. I said at the beginning of this season that this could be my last season using this page. That's what I said. I said, depending on what kind of success that I gain from doing this could be the last year that I do this page. But I said that I'm going to just not worry about that, and I'm just going to dive in, and I'm going to see how it goes, and I'll make my determination at the end of the season whether I'm going to keep going with the coverage or not keep going with the coverage. And after this season, I am going to keep going with the coverage because it's not really about the coverage, or it's not really about the money. It's about the community that I've built and formed. And that's more important than anything. And the money will come. The success will come. I really do believe that. As much as I wish that it would be here right now, it's going to come in time. Whenever the time is right. Jag won and Mark got pain. I'm on so many pain meds at the same time. And it's still not, the pain is still there. The feat is no almost. You double stamped this project like a boss. Saw it through for us, for you, for your pops. A true champion and much appreciated. Thank you so much. Thanks, Georgian. I will be back on Sunday. Congrats on the 100-day streak. Awesome channel and community. Glad I came across it. Glad you did too. Congratulations on 100. You know what? The reason that they, I can't say the reason they get burnt out because I'm not there in their personal lives. But I'll tell you something. The way that they cover these shows probably contributes to the burnout. Because imagine if I covered this show the way other channels cover their shows. If I was trying to cover 100 days of toxicity and negativity, hate speech, negative trends, I wouldn't be on here for 100 days either. But I can do the type of coverage that I do endlessly. Doesn't feel like work. Thumbs up, cut the feed, and show us a fish. Dun, 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 dun. I wish I had that. Now I can take off this suit and tie. That was low key. Biggest reason why I want to take off this suit and tie. I committed to that for an hour and 15 minutes wearing a suit and tie in the middle of the night. So shout out to me for that. And it's a little bit hot also. So with that being said, no, Ma, that's for my OnlyFans. I keep telling y'all, that's for my OnlyFans, not for y'all. But with that being said,
I'm just like, these people are, I don't know if they're sane or if I'm sane. Like, I could be the crazy one.
Mm-hmm.
You mad? Why you worried about how I do what I do?
Uh-huh.
I'm just like, this is all way too much. It's so stupid. Okay, well, guess what? If I win, somebody ain't Diddy bopping.
Right. Okay.
I can tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
If I win, one of them won't be Diddy bopping.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, y'all not smart. Y'all just liars who get lucky
You're
from time
liars.
to time. Relax. Don't give yourself so much credit. Liars who get lucky every now and again.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Who should I put up? I want Blue gone. I know, same. But do I put up like Felicia and Sari and try to backdoor Blue? Corey in America? Do we trust them enough? I don't know. Because I'll get Sari and Bo.
oh, do I have one more? Oh, I gotta end this with Mimi's. Wait, which one is this?
oh, y'all not smart. Y'all just
Nah, we already played that one. We gotta end this with what? Math ain't mathin'. Let us find out about your other life, Holly. Let us find out about your other life. Wouldn't wish toothpaste on my worst enemy. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. The empty house would probably be more interesting than the Mafia's last days. Yeah, I might be retiring the Mimi memes, except for the math ain't mathin'. I think math ain't mathin' and way too stingy with the common sense. I think I got to keep those two going. And actually, what I'm going to do when I hop off here is I'm going to dive in to what's happening with the BB drama about this finale night, because I know there's BB drama going on because my phone has been buzzing up this whole time. I haven't been looking at it, but I am going to look at it afterwards. Don't remind me. I was actually trying to find that one. You were way too stingy with the common sense. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, here we go.
oh my God, Jesus. I know you were just way too stingy with the common sense. You needed to disperse it a little better because these people.
You were just way too stingy with the common sense. You're taking a late walk, Ma. Taking a late walk. And I even have my top button on and everything. Hot. That's my end of work day. I'm done. Kicking the shoes up, leaning back in the chair. Job is done. Hang up the phone. You know that meme where they take the papers, throw them in the air. That is by far my favorite. Jesus, you were just way too stingy with the common sense. You needed to just disperse it a little better. Oh, by the way, I am going to link my Discord link in here. My Discord is just getting a little bit more lit every time. No, Ma, I put it on for my OnlyFans. I told y'all. Nah, but in seriousness, I already had the outfit on earlier today. I went to one of my friend's mother's funeral. So I had this on since 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and then kept it on. But I put on the suit jacket for this, yes. Watching, and she still gets hammered. BB25 is a wrap. BB25 is a wrap. You didn't get 100 people before the end of the season. You failed. There are no time limits on your offer. Okay, y'all. Have an amazing night. And we will chat in a couple of days. Until the Christmas season, I'll be here for the reindeer games. Well, I'll be here for other stuff, but I'll cover the reindeer games. Talk to y'all later.
So you literally were one of my very first followers. And then when you followed me and I, followed back, I was like, this dude is cool. Like,
if they say talk to your manager, you just say, you know what, talk to the hand. You don't need to be on my podcast. But yeah, dude. Yeah, you do a great job.
Thank you. I always get a kick out of talking with you on Patreon. You have a really good, view on it.
That wasn't planned.
You know what? But I like this Canadian. I like this one.